afternoon, students. Good afternoon, everyone. So, have I started with you the chapter Footprints Without Feet? Have I started the chapter with your class? Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So, have I started? Okay, okay. So, at first, I want to say you that you have to give the exam in the last month. Okay, the exam will be there in the last month or the last week of the month or the first week of the next month. Okay, from 24th or 25th it's going to start. So at first I am going to say you the syllabus. The question pattern will be MCQ questions. Remember this, the question pattern will be MCQ questions and you are having the exam, okay, in the last week of the month, in this month or the first week of the next month. Is going to start most probably after 25th or 26th. Your date will be given, updated in your website very soon. So I am going to give you the syllabus. Please note it down, okay. Otherwise it would be difficult for you to learn. MCQ type questions will be there. The question pattern will be based on MCQ pattern, okay. And I am going to give you the syllabus from your textbook, okay. The first chapter will be there, A Letter to God. Then the next two poems by Robert Frost, Dust of Snow, Fire and Ice, and Nelson Mandela. These four chapters will be there from your English textbook, okay. Shall I repeat? Shall I repeat? Okay. So these are the four chapters will be there from your English textbook. Those who are not following the online classes, they will face the difficulty. Remember this, because MCQ type questions will be there, exam will be there, and most of the subjects will be based on MCQ questions. And the first chapter will be there, A Letter to God, then Dust of Snow, Fire and Ice, and Nelson Mandela. Okay, these are the four chapters from your English textbook, from your supplementary book. Okay, two chapters will be there. The first two chapters will be there. Okay, that first chapter is A Triumph of Surgery, and the next chapter, The Thief Story. First chapter is A Triumph of Surgery. Partho sir has completed this chapter. You can view it from your YouTube website and from your e-portal also, okay. And I have completed The Thief Story with Anandavarta channel. You can also have a view. So this exam, this word will be replaced with outcomes. Okay, remember this, not exam. This is actually outcomes. We have to know that whether you people are studying or not. This is we are calling it outcomes. CBSE has given a new term. It will be not taken as exam. Okay, it will be taken as outcomes, that whatever you are studying, this is the outcome we are going to take, okay. So these two chapters from your supplementary reader book and from your grammar portion, some questions will be there. Is it clear? Is it clear, or shall I repeat? Is it clear, or shall I repeat? If anyone is having any question, please ask. Please ask. Please ask. So, 4 chapters from your textbook and from 2 chapters from your supplementary book. You can call it as outcomes, not exam, okay, because CBSE has given the instruction to take the outcomes, that whatever you are studying. So, today I will be starting, I will be continuing with the chapter Footprints Without Feet, okay. So, we have seen that Griffin has discovered a rare chemical and which could make a man invisible, but he could be felt or he could be task, and he is using his power, he is sometimes misusing his powers, we have seen, and even he is doing many types of mischiefs. Okay, so in the last day we have seen, we have stopped up to here, that he had just decided to go into a theatrical company, and he went to a suitable shop. He had just wear a bandage on his forehead and dark glasses, false nose to hide his face, and a large hat. Okay, so after that he just escaped from there, and he just carelessly just attacked the shopkeeper and robbed all his money. Okay, we have completed up to this in my previous class. So today I will be starting from page number 28. It will be from 4th para. It is from 4th para. Okay, so you can see after some questions are there. After that I am going to start. Eager to get away from crowded London, he took a train and to the village of Iping, where he booked 2 rooms at the local inn. So what he had done, so at first he had just entered into a shop, he had just robbed the shopkeeper. After that, Griffin felt that the city London was too much crowded. Okay, it was too much crowded, so he took a train and he decided to go to the village of Iping, where he booked 2 rooms at the local inn. So what he had done, he took a train and went there, and he just booked 2 rooms at the local inn. Inn means I-double-N, inn means pub, where some cases it provides accommodation. Okay, it's a type of a pub, and it used to give it's like a hotel type, and sometimes it used to give accommodation facilities. So he had just booked 2 rooms at the local inn. The arrival of a stranger at an inn in winter was in any case an unusual event. So it was a rare, it was not a common thing that a stranger would come at an inn in a winter season. Okay, so it was a very rare thing. A stranger of such uncommon appearance set all tongues wagging, W-A-G-G-I-N-G. Wagging means to move to and fro. So what happened? A stranger came during the time of winter season, okay, and he had just booked a room at the local inn. So it was a rare incident, it was not a common thing. So a stranger of such uncommon appearance, so everybody started talking about him. Why? Because it was very rare incident that a stranger used to come in winter season to book a local inn. So Mrs. Hall, the landlord's wife, so the name of the landlord's wife is Mrs. Hall, made every efforts to be friendly. So she tried a lot to make a friendly relationship with Griffin, but Griffin had no desire to talk and told her, my reason for coming to Iping is a desire for solitude. So he just clearly said to the landlord's wife, Mr. Hall, that why he had come to Iping. So as he wanted peace, okay, as he wanted to live his life alone, so that's why he had come to the village of Iping. I do not wish to be disturbed in my work, and he did not want to get disturbed by anyone. He clearly said this to Mrs. Hall, who is the landlord's wife. Besides, an accident has affected my face, and he also mentioned that why his face had been covered up, because he had just met an accident. Satisfied that her guest was an eccentric scientist. What is the meaning of eccentric? Eccentric, the word eccentric means strange. So Mrs. Hall accepted that her guest, the scientist, was a strange person, and in view of the fact that he had paid her in advance, so she did not disturb Griffin. Why? Because Griffin had already paid her in advance. Mrs. Hall was prepared to excuse his strange habits and irritable temper. So he was, Griffin was a very bad-tempered person. So Mrs. Hall just prepared to excuse. She had just excused his bad-tempered, his bad, strange habits. Why? Because he had paid already to her in advance about the booking of the 2 rooms at her inn. But the stolen money did not last long, and presently Griffin had to admit that he had no more ready cash. So that when the stolen money was spent, Griffin had to admit, because he had no more money in her cash to pay the payment for the hotel. He pretended, however, that he was expecting a check to arrive at any moment. So he was just pretending that a check was going to arrive at any moment. Why? Because he did not have any money. Whatever the stolen money he had just spent it. So now he was pretending that the check was just going to arrive and he would pay the money of the inn. Shortly afterwards, a curious episode occurred. So something strange happened. Very early in the morning, a clergyman and his wife were awakened by noises in the study. So early in the morning, a clergyman and his wife, they were all awakened by some sudden noises in their study room. Creeping downstairs, so they moved downstairs. They heard the chink of money being taken from the clergyman's desk. So they could hear the sound of money that were being taken from the decks of the clergyman from the study room. Without making any noise and with a poker, P-O-K-E-R, poker means a metal rod. A metal rod is called poker. Grasped firmly in his hand, the clergyman flung open the door. So what he had done, so without making any noise, the clergyman just hold a metal rod in his hand, and the clergyman just throw it and just flung it open the door. Surrender. So he shouted as soon as he opened the door. Why? Because he was expecting that the person who was stealing the money would be there in the room. Then to his amazement, so to his surprise, he realized the room appeared to be empty. So when the door was opened, he found that the room was empty. He and his wife looked under the decks and behind the curtains and even up the chimney. So both of them, the clergyman and his wife, they were searching that person who had just robbed the money from their room. They were just looking under the decks, behind the curtains and even up the chimney. There was not a sign of anybody. So the person was nowhere. Yet the decks had been opened and the housekeeping money was missing. So the decks had been opened by someone and the money was also gone. It was kept for housekeeping expenditure. Extraordinary affair, the clergyman kept saying for the rest of the day. So the clergyman was saying this word, extraordinary affair. Why? Because he was shocked by the incident. They just searched that if anybody would be there in the room or not, but they found no one in the room, but the decks was open and the money was gone. But it was not extraordinary as the behavior of Mrs. Hall's furniture a little later that morning. So what happened? But the things which happened with the furniture, Mrs. Hall's furniture, was much more fascinating. So this is one story. In the next part we will see that what was happened with Mrs. Hall's furniture. The landlord and his wife were up very early. So they woke up very early in the morning and were surprised to see the scientist's door wide open. So they found the scientist's door, it was open. Generally it was shut. Usually it was shut and locked. So generally it was shut and locked, and he was furious if anyone entered his room. So Griffin would just become angry when anyone used to enter his room, used to just disturb him. The opportunity seemed too good to be missed. So it was an opportunity and they did not want to miss it. They peeped round the door, saw nobody, and decided to investigate. So Mrs. Hall and her husband, they just peeped round from the door and found that there was nobody. So Griffin was not there, and they decided to investigate his room. The bed clothes were cold, showing that the scientists must have been up for a suntan. So the bed, they found the bed clothes were cold, showing that the scientists maybe have been up for a while, and a stranger steal the clothes and bandages that he always wore were lying about the room. And they found the clothes, the bandages that he used to wear around his face, okay, and that was just lying here and there around the room. All of a sudden, Mrs. Hall heard a sniff. Sniff means when we are taking the breath, okay, when we are taking breath, the sound that is coming from our nose, that is sniff. Okay, so Mrs. Hall heard a sniff close to her ear. So somebody is just breathing, but she could see nobody in the room. A moment later, the hat on the bedpost lifted up. So the hat that Griffin used to wear, it was on the bedpost, means bed pole, that was just jumped up suddenly and dashed itself into her face, and suddenly it just flung, the hat was flung into her face. That means somebody had thrown the hat into her face, but she could not see anyone inside the room. Then the bedroom chair became alive. That means the chair started to move, springing into the air. It was jumping into the air. It charged straight at her legs foremost. So the chair hit the leg of Mrs. Hall as she and her husband turned away in terror. So they become afraid, they become terrorized, and they run away from there. The extraordinary chair pushed them both out of the room and then appeared to slam and lock the door after them. So what the chair had done, that extraordinary chair pushed them out of the room, and then after that they shut the door and locked the door in front of them. Mrs. Hall almost fell down the stair in hysterics. So he became wildly emotional, he became afraid, or she became afraid. Why? Because she had seen that first of all the hat was flung upon her face, and after that the chair it was just moving in the air, and after that it just hit the legs. So she became very much afraid. She was convinced that the room was haunted by spirit. Now she started to believe that the room was haunted by ghosts, the room was haunted by spirits, and that the stranger had somehow caused this to enter into her furniture. And the stranger means Griffin had somehow caused something, that the spirit had entered into the furniture of that room. My poor mother used to sit in that chair, she moaned. Now she started to cry, and she was thinking that the spirit has entered the room was haunted by the spirit, and even her poor mother, maybe her mother died due to some reason, and her mother used to sit in that chair. To think it should rise up against me now. Now she was just moaning and saying that the chair would come and hit me. It was not like this. Okay, that means the room is totally haunted by spirit. She is totally just influenced by this, by this thinking, that she was just thinking that the whole room was haunted by spirit. Due to this reason, the hat was just flung on her face, and even the chair also hit into her leg. The feeling among the neighbors was that the trouble was caused by witchcraft. Even the neighbors also said to her that it was the trouble which was caused by witchcraft. Witchcraft is magical spell which used to do by the witches. And now, but witchcraft or not, when news of the burglary at the clergyman's home became known, the strange scientist was strongly suspected of having had a hand in it. So after that, when everyone came to know that the news of the burglary in the clergyman's home, that someone had stolen some money from clergyman's home, then everybody suspected on this strange scientist. Suspicion grew even stronger when he suddenly produced some ready cash, though he had admitted not long before that he had no money. So at first he had revealed himself that he had no money, a check is just going to arrive, but within some time he just handed over the cash to Mrs. Hall. So this is the reason suspicion grew very stronger. That means everybody suspected on Griffin. The village constable was secretly sent for. So then the village constable was called for. Instead of waiting for the constable, Mrs. Hall went to the scientist. So instead of waiting for this constable, Mrs. Hall went to the scientist, who had somehow mysteriously appeared from his empty bedroom. Suddenly Mrs. Hall found that he just appeared from his empty bedroom. I want to know what you have been doing into my chair upstairs, she demanded. Then she asked him that what he was doing with his chair upstairs, and I want to know how it is you came out of an empty room and how you entered a locked room. So then she asked that how it is possible that you came out from an empty room and as you have entered into a locked room. The scientist was always quick tempered, so he became angry. Now he became furious. You don't understand who or what I am. Now he had just shouted to Mrs. Hall and said that you don't know, that she didn't know that who he was. Very well, I will show you. And he decided to show her the truth. Suddenly he threw off bandages, whiskers, spectacles and even nose. So he just removed her bandage, his whiskers, spectacles and even the false nose. It took him only a minute to do this. So it just took him only a minute to remove all his false things. The horrified people in the bar found themselves staring at the headless man. Now people are getting afraid, people are getting horrified. Why? Because they are looking a headless man. Why his head become headless? Why? Because why his head become invisible? Because he had removed the bandage, he had removed his whiskers, spectacles and even his nose. That's why his head part means the the part which is above the shoulders, it has just become invisible. Mr. Jaffers, the constable, now arrived and was quite surprised to find that he had to arrest a man without a head. Now when Mr. Jaffer just came over there, the constable, when he just arrived, he was surprised, and he was surprised to see that he had to arrest a man without a head. His head had become invisible. But Jaffers was not easily prevented from doing his duty. So his duty used to arrest a criminal. So with or without the head, that doesn't matter to him. If a magistrate's warrant ordered a person's arrest, then that person had to be arrested with or without his head. So he had arrest warrant by magistrate. So if he had the warrant, that means he had to arrest this criminal if he had head or without the head. There followed a remarkable scene as the policeman tried to get hold of the man. Now the policeman tried to get hold of this Griffin, who was becoming more and more invisible because he is started to remove his clothes as he threw off one garment after another. So at first he removed all bandages, whiskers, spectacles and false nose, everything. Then his head became invisible. After that his body parts started to become invisible because he had started to remove the garment one after another. Finally a shirt flew into the air. So he had thrown the shirt and the constable found himself struggling with someone he could not see at all. So he can be felt, he can be touched, but he cannot, the person could not able to see him. So Griffin started to become invisible as soon as he just started to remove his clothes. Some people tried to help him but found themselves hit by blows that seemed to come from nowhere. So some people started to help him, but they were also get beating from Griffin. In the end, Jaffers was knocked unconscious as he made a last attempt to hold on to the unseen scientist. Now what happened? In the end, Jaffers was knocked unconscious. He became fainted. He became senseless as he made a last attempt to hold the unseen scientist. So he was trying a lot. Even other people are helping him to just get hold of that scientist, but the people are getting a blow from here and there, and even Jaffer became unconscious, became senseless when he at last tried to hold Griffin. There were nervous, excited cries of hold him. So everyone was shouting, okay, to hold that person, Griffin. But this was easier said than done. That means it was easier to say to hold him, but it is not so easy, okay, to do it. Griffin had shaken himself free, and no one knew where to lay hands on him. So he just tried, and he had just baked himself free, and now nobody could get hold of him. So at last we have seen that Griffin, who was a scientist, he had just discovered a rare medicine which could make a man invisible, but he could be felt, he could be touched. So what happened? We have seen in the story that he had done many mischievous things, he had done many misdeeds, he became a lawless person, okay, and he just misused his power. So the class is up to this. If you are having any question, please ask. If you are having any question, kindly ask. Anyone? Hysterics means wildly emotional, when you become mad, okay, so and you don't know what to do. So hysterics means wildly emotional. Anybody? Okay. Ma'am, grammar will come in the, yes, grammar is going to come in the upcoming exam. So you are having the updated syllabus. I have also done. So preposition is not there. You have seen many are not there. Even the voice change is not there. So you could see clauses are not there. So narration will be there, error correction will be there, and maybe a sentence of tense, close passage or fill in the gaps will be there with the use of by the use of the word verb or tense. Any other? The exam, how is the exam is going to take place, that you will be confirmed it been later, okay, because maybe from online exam will be there, maybe, I don't know, it's not confirmed yet, but soon you will get all the information about this. You should know the syllabus and start studying, okay. So 4 chapters from there, okay, from your textbook. Again I am repeating, the first one is A Letter to God, Dust of Snow, then the next poem, then the next chapter is from Nelson Mandela, then from 2 chapters from supplementary reader book. The first chapter is from Triumph of Surgery, and the next chapter is the Thief Story, okay. So these 2 poems, especially Dust of Snow and Fire and Ice, and the 4 chapters are from stories, okay. Read the chapters very carefully, okay. Inside questions are going to come, remember this, grammar questions will be there, all the questions will be based on MCQs, okay. Is it clear? Any other question? Anyone? Any other question? Come on. Okay. Anybody else? Anyone? Please follow the syllabus. Please follow the syllabus. Okay. You are getting enough time to read it at home. Utilize your time to the most. Okay, thank you very much. Your next class is just going to start. Thank you.